Hello and thanks for tuning in. This is my new team-associated B6.2 buggy. So, paint job, quite basic, 3 colors. Actually, I use here again my favorite red color, and white is very well visible on the track. So, let's have a look inside. So I'm using here the fan, which is great because you can mount this fan directly to the chassis. There's a fan bracket, so this is very practical. And on top of this fan I put the foam, which is normally used on the chassis for below the battery, but here I use my old X-Way XB2 weight, which is actually glued to the chassis, so I do not need the foam there, and I put it on the fan, so it saves my paint job from the inside because the body lies on this fan. The motor is my stock motor, my much more flater 13.5 ton motor, which is very good for stock racing. Receiver is here the Sanwa fake receiver, which works also very well, and the receiver and the fan are bought from Banggood, which is quite cheap, and you can find the link below. The ESC is my Hobby Ring XR10 stock. It's very small, and at the moment I'm missing my fan on it because it was broken, but it is ordered already, and I need it because this ESC becomes very hot with this 13.5 ton motor. Anyway, it's ordered, so will be fine. So here I have 2 transponders, the MyLabs and the Robitronic. So the MyLabs is for normal racing, and the Robitronic transponder I use for training, because then the time is taken with the more cheaper Robitronic time measure instrument, or how I should call it. Whatsoever, the servo I have stolen from my X-Way XB8E. It's a little bit too strong, maybe for a 2-wheel drive buggy. It is high voltage and has 30 kilos and actually only 0.11 seconds, but it's fast enough, and maybe I will switch this back into the XB8E and I use here another servo. We will see, but for now it's fine because at the moment I do not use the XB8E. So some nice features of this buggy are for example the aluminium parts, like this suspension holder, which is standard, the sway bar at the rear, and the sway bar at the front. This is really nice. The wing in front is also standard, and the only tuning part I have bought is this brass bulkhead from Revolution Design. It weighs 33 grams, and it's an absolutely must-have for carpet track racing. Otherwise you have a lack of grip and steering in the front. The slipper is quite interesting because you can tighten it from the other way with this nut, and has this very long shaft through the whole assembly. The kit comes with 2 gears here in 2 sizes, which is also very nice because you have now a very good range of transmission. So the battery holder is not the greatest one, but it's okay. You need tools to open it because it has this small nut but actually it works fine. But you cannot open it by hand, so you always need this 7mm screwdriver. The shocks feel very well. I like them very much. I built them like the X-Way XB4 shocks, like it is shown in their manual. So, you know, you have this small screw here, you fill it, compress it, and the oil comes out of the hole here, and you put back the screw. That's done. But now the X-Ray manual says that I compress the shocks several times, I think 4 or 6 times, and then I open back the screw, additional oil comes out, and I close the screw. And this works really, really well. So I like it very much, it feels very smooth. So I use this here too, and I'm very content with the result. I like very much that this buggy comes also with the metal plates here. They are at the lowest point of the chassis. They lower the center of gravity and bring some additional weight to it. Both plates weigh about 60 grams. And because I use a low center of gravity LiPo battery, I use this plate also, which is from the my old X-Ray XB2, which you can see here in the background. So for a small tight track, like at the Megadrome in Haslo, where I race a lot, maybe I put the weights out, I must see. I have this buggy new, I must figure out what is the best setup, but there is a so-called competition who has the lightest buggy in stock racing, because the track is very tight and maybe you have higher speed in the curves. But now for the upcoming races, I will leave them in because it is EOS at the Hoodie Arena, and the EOS tracks are normally very big, and so the weight plates, in my opinion, will be an advantage. Anyway, heavier cars are easier to drive. And the race after EOS at Hoodie Arena is the race at Intermodellbau, where I drive this car as a modified car, and then the weight will also help to stabilize the car, I think. But in future, for my home track, I will figure out if I need them or not. We will see. So the first rollout of my buggy was at the so-called Mini Monaco track near my hometown in Ahlerstedt, and it's an on-road track, but anyway, makes also fun with the buggy. And so the footage you can see now directly, and next week I show you the first one at the Megadrome on my home track, which is a real carpet off-road track. So if you want to see it and don't want to miss it, feel free to subscribe, and if you like this video, leave a like. So thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. Ja.